Okay, one card has been placed on the bottom. Looks like we're ready to go. Sheree has taken a mulligan to 6. Shane kept 7. Flooded Strand getting cracked to start us off. And Dragon's Ray's Channeler.
Well, Ken, you can go ahead. Thanks. Just heads up on this. If you tap this, it'll just give you a bunch of counters. I feel like I've done that. Just top and bottom. Perfect.
All right, Shane explaining how it all works. Now we're passing to Shane. Dragon's Ray's Channeler on the board. Kind of classic legacy matchup, I would say. Lands versus Grixis Delver. All right, cracking Windswept Heath. If you spend too much time on Twitter or Reddit, you might see people posting about how Legacy has become unrecognizable from Modern Horizons and Universes Beyond or whatever. We're doing Lands versus Grixis Delver, folks. I mean, what has really changed, you know? And here is Expiration, a legacy staple for a very long time. Let's see what the second land drop will be as Expiration resolves. Lush Portico, Cervelle. Caracas into the graveyard, okay.
Play Ponder. Trigger. Yep.
Ponder, Cervelle. Both players surveilling so far in this game. Force of Will dumped into the graveyard. Retro Frame Force of Will, very interesting. Retro Frame Ponder as well. Retro Frame Dragon's Ray's Channeler. Maybe they're overdoing it with the retro frames, chat. What do you think? Like, do we really need every card to have a retro frame? I'm just asking questions. Dragon's Ray's Channeler. People get really upset when I say stuff like that.
Pricing my Lush
Frog is...
All right, crop rotation, sacking Lush Portico. Looks like Sheree is thinking about responding by sacking Polluted Delta. Okay.
Go to my turn. Return the stack. I'll make it less.
So a crop rotation on the stack, a fetch land cracked in response. Maybe we're going to see a cantrip here.
I'll play Force, Pitch, Brainstorm, Trigger. Yeah.
Okay, Force Pitching Brainstorm, Trigger Cervelle. Volcanic Island dumped into the graveyard. Crop rotation is countered. And Shane loses a land. Now, I didn't see Sheree's hand prior to this turn, but if Force of Will was in hand the previous turn, maybe we want to be countering Expiration. I don't know if Sheree chose not to, but Expiration definitely a card you want to counter. That was Life from the Loam, returning 3 lands from the graveyard to hand. Let's see if a second land, what the second land drop will be. It will be Maze of Ith. Okay.
How many? 5.
5 cards in hand for Shane. Shane's t-shirt looks amazing, I have to say. It's a really nice t-shirt. All right, Maze of Ith is used. Sheree correct to check here. Here is the Psychic Frog, which is at the forefront of everyone's mind these days. All right, there's Wasteland, which could deal with Maze of Ith potentially, but Life from the Loam is up and running, so. All right, milling with Dredge, a copy of Expiration, Lava Spur, Boots, and another Loam.
Yeah. Not pulling any on my sleeve. You saw the card on there. Oh, look, it's an Urzasaur. Crucible of Worlds.
Crucible of Worlds thrown away with a Cervelle off Lush Portico. Very interesting. Snapstar90. Thank you for the sub with Prime 2 months. Thanks for support Legacy. The German Legacy community knows your channel. Keep going. Great job. Thank you, Snapstar. Thank you, Snapstar. And thank you, German Legacy community.
14 inches.
I've played in one Legacy event in the country of Germany so far, and it was fantastic. It was a nice afternoon.
Oh, Waster. Combat? Yep.
I think that was 2 years ago now in Berlin. There are some recorded matches up on our channel somewhere. We did have 90s MTG in Berlin edition one time. All right, another Dragon's Race channeler. Some hits came in. Mazavith made it to the graveyard. Dredging Loam, Shadow Spear, Crop Rotation, and Sphere of Resistance milled this time.
And like how many lands is that? 30 seconds? Yeah.
If you're going to watch Shane play, you have to have every version of every Legacy card memorized, or you're just going to fall way behind, you know. All right, Life from the Loam. Mazavith plays it. That'll most likely be stopping the Frog. Caracas is played from hand as a second land drop.
Storm, 2 surveil triggers. Yeah. Days. Top.
Okay, the second one is left on top. The surveils before this brainstorm resolves. So Sheree saw something he liked. Mazavith back on the table. Shane's life total still high. I don't know what the status is on Delirium now, but I don't think we're there yet.
How many cards in hand now? Right now, 2.
Yeah, still no Delirium, it looks like.
Combat. Yeah. Still no Delirium, right? Yeah, no Delirium. Then I'll maze the Frog. Yep. Take 2.
Okay, the Frog is mazed. Take 2. Seeing Shadow Spear milled into the graveyard is... oh, another Psychic Frog. Seeing Shadow Spear milled into the graveyard is pretty good news for Sheree. That card could be pretty nasty if found off Urza Saga at some point, or just played from hand and attaches itself to constructs. There's Urza Saga, Yavimaya and Windswept Heath milled with Dredge, Loam getting cast, returned into hand. We're going to play Urza Saga here. So the Shadow Spear being gone, looking more important. Lava Spur Boots is also in the graveyard, worth noting. Plays a Windswept Heath. Only one Maze of Ith. Sheree is going to start drawing some cards from Frogs, possibly. And if Sheree can hit Delirium, all right, Ponder. If Sheree can hit Delirium, that'll speed up the clock quite a bit.
Okay. Will. Temple, Caracas Saga.
Okay, I see a Murktide hit the graveyard, so the I just hid myself so people can see the graveyard. So Delirium appears to be on sorcery, instant, land, creature.
Land for turn will be
combat. Yeah. The team.
Okay, the team is coming in, says Sheree. 1 Maze of Ith. Potentially 7+ damage coming in. Don't forget the Frogs can pump. Okay, gonna maze a Frog, prevent a card draw, take at least 7. No discards, 7 damage, draw off the Frog.
Oh, Waster Urza Saga?
Ooh, good Wasteland here. Waster Urza Saga, slow that whole thing down. Tamio, Inquisitive Scholar. Shane needs Tabernacle plus Wasteland here, possibly, or this game will end. Double Saga, Mox Diamond. That is the game. Charade gets game 1.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
All right, drawing up hands here for game 2. Shane will be on the play. I think we're just still resolving mulligans at this point.
I'll keep us on.
Both players kept 7. Yavamaya, Shadow Spear. All right, there's Shadow Spear. This time it will be on the table right away. Or is it Totec Spear? What are we calling this card now? Mishra's Bauble, Surveil, Misty into the yard. Okay, Urza's Saga. Urza's Saga gets a counter. Pass the turn. All right, so Shadow Spear is already on the table, so potentially some constructs will be big life linkers. Something for Charade to worry about. But this is post-sideboard. We could see Meltdown. We could see a Wasteland here.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, Brainstorm.
Yeah, because I tried.
Brainstorm Surveil. Delver into the yard. Don't need that. Maybe looking for answers to Urza's Saga.
So I was like, alright, let me go this
Unless there was a way to.
After the
Okay. Cracking Polluted Delta.
It's already the big, but now
it might need a button like in a year or so.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's gonna show you. And credit me to 2.
Then I think right. Also, that's a good point. Then you could have that's a hard one. Yeah.
Okay. Ponder Surveil.
Yeah.
Delirium is on, so attacking for 3. Pass the turn to Shane, who will have Urza's Saga tick up to 2. Urza's Saga survived 1 round. Let's see. That's Dark Depths. It can tap for mana thanks to Yavamaya. So we'll see if Shane prioritizes making constructs here. Yep. It looks that way.
Oh, we're back at
For them, like promo.
just because I thought this. Oh yeah, it is a promo, right? It is a promo. Yeah, I was like, that's sweet. And then I looked at Rebecca Glass. Of course. Of course.
Toller Eric arrives in the chat, says that's the lands combo. Dark Depths Yavamaya. That's a Dismember dumped into the graveyard.
In the turn, pay 4 attention to Dismember.
Play Ponder trigger.
All right, Ponder Surveil. Left it on top, it looks like. And resolving Ponder now.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even force it.
These days, Urza's Saga will go through its chapters, making a whole bunch of constructs, and then Meltdown just blows up the team. Charade may be hoping to do that. Mishra's Bauble popping here, taking a look.
I still could have punished you. Yeah, if you're stuck in from when. I knew you were going to think that one. I saw it too, and I was like, wow, this is very risky.
Oh, waste your.
Okay, found a Wasteland. Going to target Urza's Saga. Let's see if there's a crop rotation. The Land is going to die anyway.
Usually it makes
Dark Depths is on the table. Yavimaya. So enough mana to make a construct here, as I mentioned. And then possibly... Well, we haven't seen any signs. I haven't been able to see Shane's hand, so I haven't seen any signs of Loam or... Well... Okay, just gonna make a construct. Okay, Urza Saga dies. Attacking with Dragon's Rage Channeler. Endurance, pitching Life from the Loam. This will be an opportunity to block and kill Dragon's Rage Channeler if this resolves.
Alright, I got another life.
Exiling a life.
Okay, so
Life from the Loam pitched for Evoke. This is a big play right here. Pitching in Life from the Loam, obviously a very valuable card. We saw that in game 1. And trying to knock out this Dragon's Rage Channeler by removing Sharae's Graveyard, or moving Sharae's Graveyard to the bottom of the deck. Even if Sharae somehow turned Delirium back on later on in this game, Delirium is slowed down quite a bit. Also slowed down Murktide. Alright, so Endurance will go to the graveyard. And, alright, we're cutting the very randomized. We're doing this very correctly here. Impressive.
And I will... Sure.
Alright, Dragon's Rage Channeler dies in combat, which Sharae did not expect. But, yeah, it's Jay Liddy saying that's the most correct way I've ever seen Endurance resolve. I agree, Jay Liddy. Ooh, another copy of Life from the Loam. Surgical. Targeting Saga.
I thought it was just mill 3.
No, sorry. No, please bring back the land, sorry.
Alright, no, that's fine.
Here's this one, and then...
Alright, the hand is revealed. Wasteland, Savannah, Dark Depths. A redundant copy of Dark Depths. Life from the Loam will be countered here. But the ability to dredge is pretty good. Urza's Saga, number 2, pulled out of the deck. Number 3, most likely there are 4. There it is.
Yeah, this only targets the cost
Maybe if you're new to Legacy, or you know, you just want to up your game, rewatch that whole situation with resolving Endurance a few times, just so you understand the proper way to resolve Endurance was just showcased on stream for all of us. An educational experience, I would say.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You should see what some of these people do. They don't even randomize the cards. They just put the graveyard on the bottom. It's unbelievable. Oh boy, we broke a sleeve.
Death stage.
They don't make sleeves the way they used to, right, chat?
Go.
By the way, every sleeve you ever threw away is floating in the ocean right now. Not to be a bummer, but it's true. So anyway, I cracked myself up. All right, so Wasteland looks like is going to get used here. This show is really for my own entertainment alone. Volcanic Island gets hit. Yeah, Gizlo absolutely right. There are turtles choking on dragon shields at this very moment. Gizlo gets what 90s MTG is all about. All right, here's a brainstorm for Sharae. I think I'm the only one brave enough to say it, honestly.
Drop.
Yeah, one card in hand.
Hit the frog.
Okay, here is Psychic Frog. It's on the table. The frog, everybody. Wow. What do you think, people of the chat, people of the YouTube comments? Are Psychic Frog's days numbered? Does anybody know? Will it make it to the watch list at least? Can someone, like, fill us in? Maybe check a spreadsheet or something and tell us?
Oh, it should be. And I will attempt to roll. Targets will be Wasteland and Supercard. Wasteland. Two land drops per turn.
Gizlo, the only person in the chat that I see that also understands, in addition to myself, that GPs were an environmental disaster.
I'll play Wasteland. Make a bit of a order. Take a bit of a beating from
That's like from the target wasteland.
Okay, Life from the Loam targeting Wasteland. Currently cut off of red is Charade. Wasteland is coming back, and it will be used again, targeting Underground Sea. Construct stays back for now.
Drop all your answers. Drop turn on all. Give myself an energy.
Combat? One. You're at 16? Yep.
Okay, 1 damage gets through. Psychic Frog.
Yep.
All spells or just
Real Bad Text has just got off the investor call I asked for you, Chris. They said, what's legacy? Yeah, yeah. To be completely honest with you, I'm not even sure what legacy is at this point. There's universes beyond cards now.
As well. Is that Forest?
I miss when they only had in-world magic cards, like from Arabian Nights. All right, so Maze of Ith is in the graveyard now. We'll see if Life from the Loam retrieves that. That will be pretty good against the frog.
Spots. Oh, Brainstorm?
Okay, a brainstorm in response. Okay, force pitching Delver on Life from the Loam. Temporary fix to a problem. Construct comes in. 2 damage. Plays Savannah.
Sorry. This card flew with me, but
no worries.
Put us on top.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know. That seemed a little sketchy. What REL is this?
I mean, destroy doesn't matter, so it doesn't indestructible. Apparently it's indestructible. Sack the one.
All right, cracking a Scalding Turn, getting red back up and running. Is this going to be a meltdown? Maybe secretly I'm hoping for a meltdown to resolve in this game. Leaf says my opponent looked at 4 cards off his ponder yesterday. I mean, Leaf, you know, sometimes we have to be vigilant and watch out for the FNM cheaters and hold them accountable.
I'll cast Riptide.
It's when stakes are the lowest that the cheaters are whatever. All right, so a 7/7 Murktide is in. Wow.
I have the answer for the first one. I have the answer for the fifth one.
That's, yeah. So, yes, alright.
It's the fifth mirror lage.
Dredging Loam. I think that was a Swords to Plowshares, Exploration, and Boseiju Who Endures. Life in the Loam getting cast now. Returning Wasteland, Basic Forest, Mazavith? No, Basic Forest swapped with Boseiju. Most likely a land drop of Mazavith, yep. Murktide plus Psychic Frog is no joke. This game is not over.
And then I will.
That's pretty sick. It's like, it's got like...
No signs of the Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale yet in this match. Sure, Shane would love to find it. And then start trimming Charet's lands.
Not starting in your opening hand as a nerf.
Well, yeah, like...
Wasteland, Boseiju Who Endures, and Dark Depths are the cards in Shane's hand right now.
Famous last words and all.
Okay, the Maze going after the Murktide. Charet will get a card draw.
Plus? Yep. Okay. You take one. 14. I'll draw.
Okay, just 1 damage from the frog, no growth.
I'll play another frog. Go ahead.
Okay, another frog. And let's see if Shane chooses to dredge loam again. I would assume so. Caracas and Thespian stage milled that time along with a Swords to Plowshares. Life from the Loam. Picking up those 3. Well, those 2, I should say. And the Basic Forest. I forgot about the Basic Forest sitting there. All right, so return 3 lands. 1 land drop a turn. Most likely here we'll see Thespian stage. Yeah, that makes sense. Could potentially make a Marilage. Don't forget Mazavith can tap for green. Thanks to Yavimaya.
Some good exploration. Okay. Go.
You have 4. My left over here. Oh, of course. These 3 are your graveyard and the rest are exile? Yes.
Another possible play here is equipping the construct with Shadow Spear. I don't know if that's completely necessary. Maybe... I mean, this Boseiju not going to get used. Already made a land drop this turn. It was Thespian stage. It's probably just the play to try to make a Marilage here, but maybe Shane sensing something could go awry. Okay, gonna do it now.
Okay.
This makes sense. Do it now and not allow Charet to play a Wasteland to prevent the combo. All right, Marilage on the table. Let's see if Charet has an answer for it. Petty Theft is a possibility. Two construct and a Merit Lage on defense. Unless Merit Lage can be dealt with this attack. I mean, there probably won't be an attack. Probably needs blockers. Tricky situation though. If Merit Lage attacks, you can jump a frog, chump it, and then a crack back is pretty good. Hard to say. Leaf says, I played against a Lands player the other day that had Merit Lage in a hard case, altered and signed artist proof. Interesting. Interesting. Are artist proofs tournament legal, though?
That just destroys the land.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy trading cards that aren't tournament legal, personally.
This is really hard. This is really, really hard. At least
Pastina has arrived in the chat with some beautiful badges.
I'll take it.
Raccoon says tokens can be anything. You know what, Raccoon? You must be new around here. That's not how we do things.
Go ahead.
They're basically proxies. Oh, so you bought proxies?
Swing for a 4?
Yep.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sheree trying to figure out what to do with this turn, taking a minute.
About 13.
Far from over.
If we need a game.
I'm just saying.
All right, Shane, warning that we have to mind the clock here. We may need a game 3, and things are moving somewhat slow. Ponder. X-Grave, thank you for the resub. 21 months for X-Grave. Appreciate that. What's up, X-Grave?
Yeah, that's like the second I had Brainstorm Force and a useless card. I was like, do I Brainstorm for a blue card? I was like,
No, just keep hitting my
I need, and then I was like, I need a fucking something to the graveyard, and then like the frog hit got me there. I was like, thank fucking
Goddamn
God.
frog. Yeah, I already hate that fucking card.
No, it's nuts.
I brought in so much interaction for that fucking frog. Every fight I ate it.
Yeah, no, pleasure.
I'm like, I really thought I had it there. I'm like, damn it.
I thought you were.
I needed to fade one fucking turn.
Merit Lage is available to block. There isn't a lot of reason to send in attackers right now. Other than to try and draw cards, I guess. Maze of Ith is tapped at the moment.
Throw it at him, it was weird, dude.
Yeah,
Sounds toxic. I don't know.
I don't know, that's everyone's kind of getting something out of it.
Second name. Yeah.
Oh, it was
Go ahead.
What's the other card?
Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler, no Delirium. 3 types in the yard. Creature, sorcery, land. Equipping Merit Lage with Shadow Spear. I didn't mention that when we were reviewing all the possible plays last turn, but equipping with Shadow Spear this turn. Oh, no, tapping the equipment. Jeez.
I don't know, like the sideboard for this deck is definitely up in the air, isn't it?
Oh, all right, that game ended.
I don't think I like the Blade of the Bliss.
Okay, 1 card going to the bottom for Shane. We are ready to go. Underground Sea. Delver of Secrets. Okay.
That's why I run Pithing Needle bait. That's fucking psychic frog.
No, because I've been trying to.
Yavimaya into expiration. Wasteland. Good start to the game for Shane. Actually, a really good start to game 3. Price of Progress revealed. Okay. Ooh, we might get a really exciting game 3. This is looking good. All right, Insectile Aberration, attacking.
Every bounce it loop, but if I just needle it and then it's never jumping and it's never getting bigger.
So a known Price of Progress in hand. Unfortunately for Sheree, Shane now can sort of play around it to the extent that we can intentionally skip some land drops without compromising the ability to win. All right, Wasteland and a Savannah, so an ability here to hit whatever land Sheree finds. Swords on the Insectile Aberration.
So I target
shit.
2 cards in hand for Shane.
Another thing you can force for, but I don't think it's better than the 3 mana no. It's like a 1 mana nomads, because the 1 mana nomads doesn't exist in modern. But it seems like that was like a brief thing, and then they're all off of it already.
All right, Insectile Aberration is gone. Gain 3 life.
Like builds of land, like actual like not only land, builds probably something else. Like
so
there's a lot of interesting shit going on. Like the lookout guy from Thunder Junction, and like every time.
Now a Ponder. Left them on top. Okay.
I thought that card was really cool. Wait, was that Marquesa?
That's no, it's like something outlaw lookout or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Marquesa. One second.
From Thunder Junction.
I think it's the.
Oh boy. Oh, all right. Force a negation on Life from the Loam that was targeting 2 Wastelands. Pitching a Delver. Stop the Loam game. That's an Ancient Tomb. Okay. Cracking a fetch now is Sheree. 2 Wastelands out of the way. Plus a really important Force of Negation on that Life from the Loam. If that Life from the Loam would have resolved, I think Shane wins this game.
Lands type deck, and then the way you're triggering it is just, all your.
It just would have got way out of hand.
Yeah,
5 million fucking things, so.
Yeah. It seems slow in the current battle, but like
People were arguing whether the pipe.
Looks like 1 card left in Shane's hand now.
both interesting. I feel like
Wasteland for Sheree, pass the turn. Could be a way to respect Urza's Saga going forward. Or the Thespian Stage Dark Depths Merit Lage combo. That's a Wasteland. Pass the turn.
yeah, for cultivation, this guy.
Should Shane have cut that Volcanic Island? Possibly.
I thought about running it so good. It's like a fucking tutor.
It's legitimately the best card.
Sheree getting a chance to resolve a Brainstorm here. Looking for some stuff to do.
That's insane.
Looks like the last card in hand for Shane is Dark Depths. I just spotted it.
This to the Oklahoma land run that was over the weekend. So free shredder, and then just like, I guess, green white lands.
Go ahead.
Green white?
Green white lands with that.
I'm still not convinced I need to be in the green blue. Like the blue is cute. Like,
This guy went 5-2, top 8'd it with it in the challenge. Actually, the exact same list.
Yeah, no, I've seen them. Yeah. Like I used to run green white. I overtuned it for like.
I was surprised. I felt like I saw it a while ago and then it went away. But the fact that like just this weekend, like,
Waste your waste.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's time to bring.
Going after Yavimaya. Okay.
Your card. See what happens. It's still like even if it connects for 1 though, it's still like.
That's a Dragon's Rage Channeler for Sheree. It looks like Delirium is not yet on. Swords.
and eventually I'll get the card that kills me. But I'm just gonna keep it messy.
Was it Delirious?
It
was. Yes, it was.
Oh, I missed the Mishra's Bauble in the yard, so there was Delirium.
Better than Alchemist.
It's weird. It's like in certain aspects, because
Alright, so I'm passing it back and forth. Maze of Ith, not too bad. That'll make this game a bit more difficult for Charade. Fetching and Murktide.
No. I mean, I do.
5/5 Murktide. It's a clock, but Maze of Ith is on the board.
Wasteland, like tempo. No, I agree.
At least for now, Murktide Regent will be held back.
You're trying to do 2-color, which then makes like Blood Moon and stuff like easy, and then you get all the basics.
Oh, I saw this.
Or somehow there's like some. Like,
This hand was so gross.
Oh no, it's no.
Basically, like,
Okay, a second Murktide. Gonna grow both. First one will get 2 more counters. This one will be a 5/5. So a 5/5 Murktide and a 7/7 Murktide on the table. Only one Maze of Ith for Shane, so we may see Charade be able to start hitting for some damage. Urza's Saga is pretty good.
You can just save it for later, and then you jump your frog, and oh look, my Murktide's big. So it's like, frog is best friends with the other 2 blue creatures that everyone wants to play. Every Murktide.
I'm surprised. Is the big one?
Okay, Maze of Ith gets used. 5 damage still gets through past the turn.
Honestly, like finding
I feel like white though, the swords and cleanings and everything is just too hard.
but then again, like the thing is, like, blue, white, and black, you can really go in.
Urza's Saga ticks up. There's the possibility of Shadow Spear again when Urza's Saga's Chapter 3 resolves. Here's Mox Diamond discarding Dark Depths.
Trophy League.
Get all the bounce effects.
End step, Bolt You. Okay, Shane goes down to 9. Attacking. 5 damage gets through.
I got so lucky.
Price of Progress ends the game. Charade gets it. The Price of Progress we saw earlier in this game revealed ended up being the finisher.